Well, hello everybody. This is episode 27 of Top Dogs. Busy game week ahead, and we have the Hitman in the house. William, hello. How are you?
How are you, Vinny? Good to see you, man.
I've got the Liverpool and Tottenham from the Champions League and behind me, just the scarf. So, yeah, residual history.
Keep the faith.
So we're just waiting for Oracle and the Starman. We have lots to get through tonight, and so bloody busy. We have, depending on what chips you have and what if you've got wildcard, you can place ultimate ways. We've got a double game week coming up now, and game week 26. Then we got City and Southampton 27. Nothing on 28. Then 29 is 4 games. How are you going to play that? And then 33 is where Tottenham and Man City play in the cup final. There's 2 fixtures called off. So many different ways you can play. Just all depends on what you've got left and what you have up your sleeve. Today we're featuring a question from Conor Hussey as well. Thanks to the Starman there. He's got a question to put up to the guys here tonight. So all good, William? Unlucky with Ings there.
All good. Yeah, it kind of worked out okay though, because I had Dallas, so Dallas covered me. I'd have been in big trouble if he hadn't got a goal, because everyone had captain Bamford. But yeah, Southampton are going bad, really bad.
Yeah, just getting your team up there to have a quick look and see the stories. Yeah, could have worked out amazing, but still a good points total. William, you'll take that and move on.
Yeah, happy enough. Yeah, I'm within touch and distance of the top 10. So.
Yes, amazing ground you've made. As we see, we have an exclusive feature later on. It's in the video. So yeah, yourself and Diego are really, you're in the 3-legged race or whatever, the wheelbarrow race, the two of you together for the last few months.
Yeah, it's neck and neck, but it's brilliant watching Joey Neenan's progress, isn't it?
Yeah, it's phenomenal. Like, to have a guy like that in our league, wow. I'm on a high. I'm really delighted. We'll get more onto him later. I have more stuff on him. So, William, in your team for game week tomorrow, we have loads of matches. I don't think you've any chips left.
No, I haven't, but I've been lucky that I have a team full of players that have 2 games, that have double games. So it's grand. It's worked out well.
Not bad.
I have a good few differentials there. Barnes. People are very late to the Barnes party now. He's a very good player. Is he going to get 13 points every game week? Probably not. Maddison has a bit of a knock, so there'll be more. Leicester, I was watching the game the last day. Leicester aren't as good when they're missing one of them, the Barnes, Vardy, Maddison trio. They have to have all 3 to be firing on all cylinders, I think.
Well,
so if Maddison is going to probably miss a couple.
Indeed, he's crucial to them anyway, defo. And yeah, you've been on about Barnes all year. You're a big fan of him. I think we'll see now what Leicester are made of without Maddison. I hope he's only going to be a couple of game weeks off. I have him in my team.
Yeah. So, it's just a knock. He could be back. He could be back for Premier League. Yeah. Who else have I got there? I've made 1 transfer. I'm really happy. I haven't been taking hits, and I think that'll be crucial for me of getting into the top 10, not taking hits.
Yeah.
And some other guys, they just can't resist it. They just can't resist taking the hits. So I'm happy to see that. I don't mind sharing actually what I've done this coming game week. I've got rid of Antonio. Michael Antonio is gone. And I've brought in a massive differential it mightn't work out, but I brought in Josh Maja of Fulham.
Oh yeah, he's been scoring a few goals. The striker, I think he
Yeah,
scored
he played
2
for
there.
Sunderland.
Yeah, against Everton, wasn't it? So
Yeah. Fulham have a
um,
chance of staying up now, you see. So they're going to
yeah,
be fighting like hell.
and I like Ademola Lookman. He's very interesting. And then there's Carvalho, a penalty taker. Wow, they are an interesting team. Just and Guisa, your mate off the bench. So Fulham they'll be crucial for game week 29 as well. The 4-game week. So any Fulham you
that's
do
another
get
reason
in.
why I brought one. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. You're right. That's why I brought him in. You're going to have 5 or 6 players to get some points that game week, just to tick over, like.
Yeah.
But I think you're right. You said in the last podcast it would be wasteful to play, say, the free hit that week. I think so too, even though I don't have it. But if I did, I wouldn't play a free hit that week because I don't think you're going to maximize points that game week. The teams playing are so poor, you know.
Hey, William, you're a top dog. You're the hitman, and you've got a good history. I want to ask you a question. I've got a free hit and a triple captain. What do you think of what do you think I should do? No wild card now. But you were saying a free hit is a waste of time in game week 29. I was thinking of just maybe adding a few players for game week 29, keep all my West Ham, keep my Leeds and Spurs.
Yeah.
But I want to have.
Yeah,
Go on.
No, I was just going to say I would keep, if I were you, I'd keep the free hit to almost to the very end, the last couple of game weeks, when you see the dust will be settling. Some teams will have nothing to play for. You'll have players in your team that will be, they mightn't play. There could be injuries. I'd use it for like the second last game week, maybe, or even the last game week. Triple captain, I don't think there's anything wrong playing triple captain this coming game week.
Okay.
Who have you got?
Well, it's a standard sort of team. Conor Hussey, the Roscommon footballer, came in and he asked the question, and he's basically got most of my players anyway. So he was thinking of doing a wild card. So I advised him probably not against to do a one. Keep it for later. A bit like what you said about the free hit option. Trip captain seems to be the thing to do here. But I might have to take a -4. Go on, William.
Spurs have the best fixtures this coming game week.
Yeah.
I know they're out of form and everything, but I wouldn't see anything wrong with putting a triple cap on Son. I'd be putting. If I had I own Vardy and Barnes. If I had my triple captainship, I'd be putting it on one of them this week.
Okay. Listen, we got the Starman in here. Ado, are you there?
Yes, Vinny, good to be on. Gus, the Oracle, Marky, the Oracle is watching Netflix. He has something that he has to watch, which I think is a shit excuse and just isn't acceptable.
We were just discussing. I was just discussing yourself and William have been coming up nice and snugly. I'll tell you one thing: if I was in the top 10 and I'm not a top dog, I'd be really essing a brick. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
To have the two of you coming up. Ado, we'll have a look at your team. Any
What's
remarks?
the little gap there between us and the top 10? What are we talking points wise?
30 points or something like that.
Well, it's more like it's about 50 points.
Was it 50? Sorry.
About 50 points, nothing too much, William, you'll have the tougher task.
Oh, geez, oh yeah.
But Ado.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a great week really. Thinking of getting rid of that Casey guy, and also getting rid of the keeper who doesn't play, and taking a 4 hit and bench boosting, having everyone playing. That's what I'm thinking of doing this week. Taking a 4 hit and bench boosting and holding my wild card.
Yeah.
But I'm also thinking of triple captain and Salah against Sheffield.
Yeah.
No harm,
your
because
team is not.
Liverpool have got no game. They got the weekend or the midweek off. So I can't see why Liverpool can't go all in on Sheffield and then give Chelsea a go. They have to. Their luck has to change somewhere. The only way is up for Liverpool and Tottenham. You got a bench boost, Ado, so you're really lucky. You didn't play it the last time when we had the double game week a few game weeks ago, 18 or 17. So it's going to be handy. Sterling
only
played
some of them
tonight,
players.
so
Yeah, I'm thinking of bringing in Dyer for KC, and I'm thinking of bringing in Martinez. I have money for that move. Martinez for Sanchez, both at 2 games. Will Dyer start every game? He will, won't he?
well, Sanchez has been playing a lot. Maybe. I think he should play.
I think there's a clean sheet there for Spurs. Like they'll surely tighten up like for the next 2 games. Like
I don't know, mate. I really don't know. I wouldn't trust.
I don't know.
I'm sorry. Like, listen, Bale and Dyer. I've actually not Dyer, but Dele Alli is coming back. He's scoring goals now in the Europa Championship against the Austrian Burgers.
We haven't seen that cap in a while.
Yeah, he's back, boys, and I'm keeping an eye on him. I might free hit him. Who knows? I'm only joking, but Bale is looking good. He's, anyway. Right, boys, will we get onto the video anyway? The video was very good this week. Did a lot of work on it.
Okay, go for it.
Two nights of work.
Call myself there, Warp.
Sorry?
Okay, that's right. Go on.
Okay.
I was just going to say Ward Prowse was a bad idea for me there, I'll admit.
Yeah. Nice logo. Wow.
Oh, I love it.
Well, I just
oh my God.
Brilliant video.
Yeah, I just want to mention something about Tiger Woods is a bit of a hero of mine and everybody. He was going for the 6th master to equal Jack Nicklaus's 6. He has 5, and it looks like this guy might not walk again. He's got pins and rods and everything. It's serious. No implication of any altercation of senses or whatever. It's just a freak accident. So wish him the best of luck. It's a disaster, really.
Yeah,
absolutely.
100%.
Yeah. All right. Next is just the caps. I'm looking into trying to get them produced abroad, overseas, rather than looking at UK companies or whatever. My wife being from Malaysia, so she's looking into that side of things. So you can get
much cheaper.
Yes, exactly.
I love that cap. Do you know what it has, Vinny? It has a very kind of Trump vibe to it. I like that.
Oh yes, red for the Republicans.
Does,
yeah. I do like my caps. All right, Deli.
Beautiful.
There's
caps.
only going to be there's only going to be 10 of those caps in the world. Like, it's amazing, isn't it?
Well, I'm looking at the wife is to try to get a black and a red tinge to the hat rather than just plain red. This isn't an actual. It's something what I have in mind to get done. But a black and a red team would be good. And this is just a badge. I came up with a badge. Cool enough.
Very nice.
Snazzy.
Cool, yeah.
Up to date. So you guys have you have plenty of reason to get in that top 10, I suppose. mention for the Guru Killer, and I christened him for a reason. And he does what he says on the tin. He kills the Guru, and that's it. So hands up, he's destroyed me again. I'm finished with the knot. Game over. Joey's gone beyond the hills and far away. So yeah.
Where is he on the world currently?
We'll get onto that later if you can remind me. I don't listen. Let's just triumph and be happy for him. Have a beer on us, Kevin. Joey Neenan.
Kevin's
go on. Sorry.
Player.
Yeah,
Kevin is a brilliant player. Brilliant guy.
He's like that sort of dude you don't want to play. On a certain day, you catch him at the wrong time in golf. You catch him on that day, but the other 3 days, wow. So
he's actually a golf fanatic. He's very upset about Tiger. Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, I'm gutted about that. I just wanted to say something, because he's the hero of mine. Right, this is good. This is basically, we all know that Bitcoin's over $50,000, and Joey has passed 8.060619 people in the world, and at the moment he is 92nd in the world out of.
Wow.
Yes, he's in the top.
That's incredible.
4. He's in the top 4 of Ireland. He is only 71 points down on the overall leader, who is 1836 points. He's got 1765, so 71 points. He is live contender. The number 1 guy is Ola Hovde from Norway. I've been on about Norwegian players, and so he's leading at the minute.
He's been in the lead since very early on for I think nearly 20 game weeks. I think I saw an interview. He was interviewed on the FPL show. Very clever guy, obviously.
Wow. Yeah, well, actually, the guy that's leading Ireland at the moment, we might go on to his team and maybe not. He's 6th in the world anyway. So the Irish are coming. It's good stuff from the Irish.
Yeah.
There's another guy.
Has anybody from the local area done this
Sorry?
before? Has anybody from the local area done this before, Vinny?
Apart from Joey, he had an amazing look at his record. He came about 200 before. Yeah, he's been there before. About 2014. Have a look at his history, but he's way past Bitcoin, mate. This is Joey coin we're on about. So, you got the space rocket here, and you got Bitcoin here. You can see he's way past Bitcoin. So that was.
Yeah, we gotta get him on the show sometime before the season's over.
Yeah, we will. He said he'd come down a bit later. I don't want to. I'm afraid I don't want to disturb this guy. I want him to keep going and doing. I don't want to jinx anyone.
Yeah. Could be great for the show, though. We should think publicity as well.
Yeah, but remember, Joey's one of us, a towner. He's a normal guy. He's down to earth. So, let's treat him like Keith Higgins, a normal guy. When he's home.
Yeah, but
normal guy.
Yeah, but if he wins the thing outright, I'm certainly going to try and catch a bit of breaking ball off him, with all the fame and notoriety that'll come with it. I'm certainly going to.
And I'll get my wife to print shirts with Joey and do the merchandise.
Yeah. Well, by the time the season is over and Joey is number 1 in the world, me and him are going to be best buds cruising around town. That's what's going to happen with our caps.
Just in relation to the caps, make sure that they're kind of good fit, because Oracle's head is quite big.
And he hasn't had a haircut in 6 months.
He's got a lot to hide then. So I just wanted to mention about Dallas. Look, Joey had Dallas. He had Loughton. All these defenders are just killing it for him, just Dallas. Wow. Yeah.
Dallas
he played. Sorry.
All I was going to say was Dallas is this year's John Lundstrom.
Yes. Good point, Defo.
Yeah.
he played as a wing back, like I think Leeds went 3 centre backs, and he's in that deadly position. Whereas in the game week where Leeds didn't fire, he was playing more 4. It was 4-4-2 or something like that. So it depends how they set up where you get him the most effective. Good stuff from the Northern Irishman. Just wants to mention, William, you can mention a bit more about Liverpool. What the hell happened? 1999, the Toffees in Dreamland.
Yeah, I mean it's obvious. I mean we're riddled with injuries. There's no replacing Virgil van Dijk. There's too many games on top of each other. We haven't got the squad to touch Man City. I think the real story of this season is more how nobody has got close to Man City in 5-6 years now, bar Liverpool. Like there's no team to touch them. They're that good. And Liverpool need every one of their players in order to be able to compete.
I see Jurgen was blaming the wind again, the second time he's done it this season.
I don't know. I don't listen. I don't read into all that stuff on Facebook and whatever. I've no real interest in that.
This is real. It was quite windy actually. Everton had the breeze in the first half, you see. So
stop. Does that exist in soccer?
Yes, it was very windy that night. I think what happened to Liverpool is that they had Man City's season last year, where Man City had loads of injuries. Laporte out, getting ready for Dindinho, lots of injuries, and Aguero now, and I think they've just swapped season, and that's kind of what happened. I think there is something in it there, William, where you can just have stuff knocked out of you, and a player like that, and Gomez and Fabinho, another one gone. It's just crazy, really. So
from the Man City perspective, from here on in, would you get more points if you went Ederson, Cancelo, and Diaz, and as opposed to, we'll say, Sterling, KDB, and
good point.
One defender?
Ederson will definitely start.
I wonder.
Diaz
I'm probably going.
I can't see anyone scoring against them. Like any poor team scoring against them. Any team in the lower 10 won't score.
Unless
that's 18 points when they play them. Yeah, that's it.
KDB didn't play tonight.
I'm going to phase out 1 or 2 Man City players, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a good point with Man City, because they're going to get rotations. So I'm a bit worried about that. What about Lingard? Is he an option?
Oh, yeah, he's definitely. What a player,
Yeah,
West Ham aren't letting up either. They're a really, really good team. Really good side. Like David Moyes is a brilliant manager.
Yeah, he could be a good guy to get in. You'll save a lot of money. We'll say you get rid of Son, you get him in.
Yeah, Son is, he's not fired now for about 6.
I think the top scoring player this game week, and the must-have player, and I don't have him, is Harry Kane this game week.
Yeah, it's Kane and Son, really.
I think Kane could score 4 goals this game week.
So could Son. One of them will. Yeah. Spurs have easy fixtures,
Yeah. Does many in the league have Kane? I'd say very few.
No, but I know one man who'll have him this coming week, though. Not me.
Oh.
Are Sheffield United the worst team ever to play in the Premier League this season? I know they were all right last season, but my God, they're bad.
Yeah. Do you know who aren't bad? And we everyone says they're bad. Is Fulham. No one's hammering them.
Yeah. No, we were talking about that before you came on. They've improved.
Yeah, you wouldn't be capturing anyone against them, really.
Yeah, 27.7. That's the ownership of Kane, and Son has gone from 64 down to 51%. You know, I'm not even sure that. I mean, Fulham are going to give Tottenham a mother of all games. You know, and they probably won't be
Yeah.
first. And Burnley, as you know, don't concede too much apart from when they play City. So I'm not too sure. Like, anyway, I know what you mean. Kane could score 4. Maybe if Bale comes into the team, maybe it might inspire. But the defense is just so bad that, you know, I'm not too sure. I don't know anyway. So, let's see now. Where can we go now? Well, this is Joey's team anyway. Just as you can see, Dallas and Loughton and Cancel. There just doesn't seem to be any weakness. He's got Rafinha in. We all got him in. Good decision getting him in.
Good player, and I just I think people are going to get caught now with Leeds because everyone has gone top heavy with them, and they're not okay. They play good football. They got a great result the other night, but they don't do it consistently. And as you know, they go out and win 3-0. Next week they go out and lose 3-0. Like Joey said it one night, I think. So yeah, I wouldn't be comfortable having 3 Leeds players.
Yeah, you could get burned big time now in the next with people who
will get burned.
Yeah, well,
you can't get away from. Sorry.
Yeah, they got Villa up next, but they don't have a double game week, so that's a pain in the arse.
That's a good point. Like if you have 3 of them now, like
I know
like,
they got West Ham away, difficult. But they are in that game week 29, aren't they? So or 28, sorry. Oh yeah, 28.
Yeah. That's a really interesting. Has there ever been that's this sort of a scenario on FPL, Vinny?
There has.
Yeah.
Has there?
Oh, there
but
has.
Not with such bad teams playing, you know, bad fixtures. I mean, like.
Yeah, like it's very difficult to get 11 players there, like that you want to have you have as well for the next game week, unless you're hit.
Lads, I don't think I would be doing a wild card before game week 29 anyway, because you'd be, you know, just for this fixture alone. Let's just maybe float a few players in to cover us for this fixture, and then you can wild card after it if you have a wild card.
Yeah.
Game week 30. But then keep in mind about game week 33 when City and I don't think Fulham play and Spurs don't play and Southampton don't play in this one. So
it's nearly impossible to have that right, really.
Yeah, it is. And depending on what chips you got left as well.
6 or 7 players will be enough to get you through that game week there.
Probably, yeah. Will we take a question from Conor Hussey? Maybe we can all answer that question. Ado, he's a friend of yours, the Roscommon footballer.
Yeah, do you have it there, Vinny?
Yeah, I'll just play what I'll see if I can play it anyway. Taking ages to come.
Hello, Vince. How are you? How are you keeping? Good win for Spurs tonight. Bale looks like he's back on form. Quick question for you. So I'm on 1,559 points. Doing okay in one league and getting killed in another league. I only have my triple captain left, and I have my one wild card left. So I'm thinking about playing my wild card now because my points the last few weeks have stagnated. I suppose my current team has all the big boys: Bamford, Calvert-Lewin, Antonio, Salah, Bruno, and Son, and they'd be my biggest players. And I'm just wondering what you think I should be considering when I'm playing my wild card and also triple captain. Half considering triple captaining Salah, Sheffield, and Chelsea. Half consider it.
Yeah, so that's a good question from Conor there. And I suggested maybe play a triple captain in this game week. He seems to have all the top players. He'd probably get through it and to save that wild card for later. So what do you think, guys? Is if you play a wild card here, you're going to be goosed somewhere down the line with whatever you pick. Isn't that right?
Yeah. When you're not going well, though, you kind of... When you're not
see his team.
Sorry, go on, William.
Can you get his team up there, or do you know where it is, or no?
His team is very similar. He's called out Bamford. He's called out Antonio. He's called out, like, if you look at my team, he's got Bamford, Son, Fernandes, Salah. You know, he's got Antonio. You know, he didn't mention what he has in the defense, but you know, that's the guts of it, really. You know.
Yeah, you're probably right, Vinny, in holding the wild card. But like, you could make a kill in this game week if you have your wild card set up too. Like,
yeah. But then he's only got a trip captain, and then he's got no, you know, like, how is he going to get through the other game? He'll have to set up for a load of City anyway. But I told him in the voicemail I sent him, is City or these other guys, they're going to rest. You're not going to get the full value. I said, I want to get players in that I know, like Kane, Son, they'll play every minute. West Ham players, they'll play every minute. Leeds, play every minute. It doesn't matter if there's 4 games in a row, they're going to play every minute. I hate that. Like, I hate that what happened with Gundogan the other day. You know, he scores all those goals against Spurs, and then he doesn't play the next game. He got in. That's what I worry about, you know, the rotation. William, is that a point? You know, you could lose your value out of your wild card. For what? Or your free hit?
Yeah. I mean, if I was playing a wild card, say this week or soon, or if I still had one left, I'd be definitely getting 3 Leicester players, because Vardy, Maddison if he's fit, Barnes, and any other defenders like Castagne or
Justin.
Schmeichel even.
Like, they're guaranteed to play all the time. They're in form. They're not going to be losing points. I fancy them to do Arsenal, and they have Arsenal, and then they have a crap team, Burnley. They'll knock a couple past Burnley. If I was Conor Hussey, I definitely wouldn't triple captain Salah. I mean, why would you triple captain a player that's in a team we're just totally out of form? We can't get anything together. Salah probably won't even play. He won't play every minute of those 2 games. I'd be looking at a Vardy, a Harry Kane, someone like that.
Well, if he only triple captain, like, you'd nearly triple captain Son.
That's a big risk to take, because he's out of form as well. You know, I'd be picking a form player. I think a trap that a lot of fantasy managers have fallen into or in at the minute is that, and it has worked out. Don't get me wrong. You all know I'm not a supporter of Bamford, but like, there's very few teams out there with premium strikers. Everyone has Antonio, Bamford, Watkins. You know, they're not premium strikers, and we're coming into the business end of the season. I think you need your Vardys and your Kanes. City don't have a striker. Liverpool don't have a striker. You know,
I agree. If I was wildcarding, I would have Harry Kane and Vardy in my wildcard.
I would too. Yeah.
I'd bank on the rest of the season to produce.
Yeah.
And DCL, Dominic Calvert-Lewin is a good option as well. Look at Everton and Southampton. and West Brom for the double game week. So,
Can you go
on?
and we just have a look? Who could he triple captain? I just like to see if you go onto the league and go onto my team, and then go onto my league or a league I'm in.
Well, you want to have a look at your team, is it?
No, have a look at his team. If you go onto my team, you can go through my league and get it. I put off now triple captain and Salah. The more you talk about it, like I was thinking of our son or Salah. Yeah.
Well, don't triple captain someone this week at all if you're not happy, with one of your players. There might be any player that's worth tripling captain. You're talking about triple captain and someone just because it's a double game week, and that's not enough of a reason to use the chip.
Yeah, but it could like.
But William, other people have got bench boosts. We're going to lose points. We have to compensate somehow with these bench boost people.
Yeah, well, look at what happened with Patrick Bamford there. I mean, he scored 1 goal in 2 games. He didn't get any bonus points. Like everyone thought
the UL league there, Vinny. UL biceps.
Yeah.
Like if you triple, if people had triple captain Bamford, he got 8 points. So you got 24 out of it. Like that's not massive, but each to their own.
Yeah. So this is Conor's team anyway. Conor Hussey. He's doing very well in that league, the biceps league. He's cruising it at the minute. He's got the Park FC Park colours there, the Wasps. So yeah, it's not a bad team, William, is it?
No, it's not. Can I see his subs there? Can you just go?
Yeah.
Cancelo and Diaz, like Foden, Calvert-Lewin, and Konsa. Like it's a good panel. There's no need to wildcard that team yet.
No, I don't think so. I wouldn't be playing a triple captainship either there, to be honest.
Well, he said he's getting slaughtered in this other league he's playing in. So what's this? It must be the fellas.
Does Bruno have a double game week this week? Yes.
Yeah. Tough fixtures though. They've Chelsea away,
Chelsea, Crystal Palace.
Yeah, it's just the Penos. Like Jesus, like he gets a Peno nearly every game.
Well, the leader in this league here is 1636, so he's going to do well to come anywhere near him. He's 41, 70, 77. It's tough to make up. He can do it.
Yeah. So who are the captain picks this week, guys? Who are you picking?
Well, I own 2 Leicester players, and I keep tossing back and over between the 2 of them, Barnes and Vardy.
Well, I have Madison anyway, so
shout.
I don't know what he's not going to start anyway. Probably I don't know what I'm doing with my team at the minute.
People are going to go crazy on Salah. Like they're going to Salah probably be top captain. Bruno will be heavy enough, I suppose. Will he?
I'd probably
the Spurs guys, but
Bruno or somebody. I don't know. I just. Look what he does. I don't know. Chelsea look brilliant to me. They're not conceding much. Giroud is rolling back the years. He'll never go off Giroud. Not until he reaches 100, he'll still be scoring goals. The
more I think about it, Bruno is the safe option to triple captain. Like over 2 games, he's going to get at least a penalty, an assist, maybe a goal from play. Yeah, you're going to get your points.
I just don't want to captain a City because I know they're going to be rested. KDB didn't play. Zinchenko didn't play. Jesus was up front. Foden played. Cancelo played. He might be rested. Zinchenko might go in. Laporte played today. So that means Stone will probably play. It's just up and down, roulette, this and that. You can predict
Very
it.
frustrating.
Yeah.
Stone's a centre back. Like a centre back usually plays every game.
I think I'm going to get. I think I'm going to take a risk in a week or 2 and get KDB in for Bruno. That's what I think I'm going to do.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah. It's a big risk. It's like your Aguero thing? No?
But De Bruyne is fit now to play again. Aguero is just out of the picture.
So you're going to go for Harvey, are you? You're not going to triple captain, so are you just going to let it ride, William?
I don't have triple captain. I have no chips left.
Oh, you've none. That's right. Sorry, I'm going senile. Listen, that's what I mean. Is that everyone has to forge a path, whatever they have. Like what chips they've got left. Like if a face man has got all his stuff left nearly, he's got 3 options. So and he's third. He is third in the league, boys. Have to mention this before we go. He's got. I think he's got a wild card, a bench boost, and a triple captain. I think. I should go into it more.
Yeah.
What's his team looking like? This is phenomenal. His rise is just as good as Joey's. He's got the most momentum in the league. Like Mark's staying where he is. Mark's staying put. He's holding his own. 16, 20. He's always, he was 100 off Joey all the time. Now it's slipped to 145. And Shane is creeping up, and I think his momentum will carry him into second the way he's going. This Strouk guy from Leeds.
Yeah, he's 3 million.
Yeah, and he's been coming off the bench, giving him 6 points all over the place.
Vinny, that's one for next week. What a stroke of luck.
Oh, and he got Loughton as well. And it's I don't know what to say. I'm fine. I'm not going to be anywhere near Shane at the end of the season anyway. He's got too much.
Just looking at all the players in our league, right? So if you're trying to go up that table, if you have Harry Kane and Vardy in your team from tonight, you could make ground there, I think.
Yeah,
correct.
Good.
Well, it's the only way. It's the only way, Adrian, because everybody has the same players outside of that, really. Like, so it always levels out more or less. So
literally every team we click on, all you see is Cancelo, Maddison, Antonio, every single team.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I'm talking about KDB. Like, if I want to get 4 or 5 places up the league, I've got to take a risk and get rid of Bruno, hope he blanks, and KDB makes ground. That's just it. Like, mightn't work, but you have to hope.
Yeah. Will KDB play both games?
Well, he'll be back straight in starting after not playing tonight. Like, he'll be straight back in,
First one, yeah. It's just after injury. It's an awful worry. Like, when there's nothing worse than when Pep rotates. Like, it ruins your day, doesn't it?
So all I'm saying is whatever you have left, guys, you're just going to have to decide, well, will I trip cap? And then you got to work out then. Next game week is Man City, Southampton. It might be, the City players mightn't get in, so there might be rested. And then it's about game week 29. So
before we go, Vinny, who are you captaining? What's your thoughts? I know you don't like.
I think I'll just go for Bruno and just leave it boring. I don't know. I haven't done a minus transfer yet. I don't know whether the free hit or triple captain. I have to do something to get up this table, just to improve my mood. This is the Armour League 16-15 Darrow Hunt, compared to Joey's 1765. That 1765, is that Cronenberg? Here
1664. I think. I'm not sure.
Yeah, you're right. I think I remember that from somewhere. And a word to the guru here, got done by the guru killer, 86-75. And where does that leave him in the whole thing? William, you just got pit bust. I think it's all over, really, compared to Joey.
I don't even look at this anymore.
Yeah, it's a waste of time. Joey is just the king of the travelers. And he's the king of the Christie Nicholson. We have to concede. And wish him the best of luck. So any other thoughts to wrap it up, boys? I think so what are you doing, Ado? You've got chips. You're going to do what?
I'm going to take a 4 hit and I'm going to bench boost, I think. Play 15 players.
Bench boost. Oh, you're going to kill it this week now, Ado.
Seriously. No, I'm taking a 4 hit. Do you think I should bring Aston Villa defender or Tottenham defender? So Aston Villa are playing.
Stay away from Tottenham. Whatever, please stay away from Tottenham.
I think you're in big trouble, Adrian. I think like Casey, Mings, and Martin are no good. That's 3 players. Ward Prowse.
No, I'm
worked out.
taking the keeper. Martinez is going in there, and Dyer is going in for Casey.
Yeah.
Why are you bringing Dyer in? I don't understand
He just
the
wants a
Dyer
regular
move.
player. He just wants somebody who'll play the
Regular
game.
player Spurs, and if they might keep clean sheets.
Why
this
not
game
bring a Leicester defender in?
money.
Pereira.
Okay,
Pereira's
guys.
playing.
Pereira, yeah. We got to go, guys. Out of time. Don't bring in Justin because he's injured. I'll catch you later, boys. Thanks for all your tonight, boys.
Good luck.
Okay. Thanks, everybody. God bless. Best of luck with your team this weekend. Hasta la vista.